Good morning, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of Thought, number 1175. I am currently in San Diego, which is not my usual seat of conference. And I want to say that there is a conference that I've been to, and it's this one. Uh-oh, wrong background. You can't see it. It's called The Secret Knock. And I am here enjoying myself. And Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider are the authors of the Rules Handbook. Now, the Rules Handbook is a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. It started with a rules revolution in 1995 and was revived again in 2014 and with Not Your Mother's Rules. The original book was The Rules, Time-Tested Secrets for Capturing the Heart of Mr. Right for women who wanted men to chase them down, pin them down for a date, and have them around, be easy to be with around the men, and then let the men pursue them until they got the ring, marriage. Um, anyway. So then they wrote then they wrote the rules 2, more rules to live and love by. Then they wrote the rules for online dating, and this was written in before the year 2000. But then they wrote the rules for marriage for women who are with their husbands and want a rules marriage where the men love them more than they love life itself. And you don't always get that kind of a marriage. When you are the woman that chased down the man, unless he was already going to chase you down and it was extremely mutual, it's hardly ever. Anyway, the reason for my saying this is I want to introduce these authors to us, to people who have not seen them before. And I am reading from the book, The Rules Handbook, the one on the screen behind me. And we are on day 121. So we are in course 2, Navigating New Relationships, week 10. Are you ready to strictly date by the rules? And we are on day 121, by accident. Now, some women claim they didn't do the rules and still got the guy. But when we probe further, we find out that they were getting over their ex in a bit of a fog and getting off not looking for anything serious vibes. Not looking for anything serious vibes is exactly the rules, but by accident. Maybe you didn't read the book or set a timer for phone calls. Phone calls are supposed to be 10 minutes long and no longer. And if the man hasn't asked you out by the end of that 10 minutes, he can certainly call you again, sometimes right away. If you haven't, maybe you didn't read the book or set a timer for rules calls or follow the rules text back time chart in our last book, Not Your Mother's Rules, you just didn't care. And that's the rules. When you start caring and wanting to speak to or see him all the time is when you have to be careful and not follow all your feelings, but some guidelines. Now, what they just mentioned is the fact that when you didn't care, in the original rules, they point out that when you treat the man that you love the most as if you didn't really like him very much at all, or that you didn't care that much about it, but you were okay with going out with him, he chases you down. He really thinks that he has got a touchdown when he has pinned you down for a date. He's met you and he's like, with relief, he's been trying to call you, and women rarely return men's calls. They never call men. Rules women never call men. And we rarely return their calls. So when the man has finally pinned you down for the date, he feels like he treats you like a delicate flower. He doesn't treat you like he doesn't take you for granted. So this is where we have the rules. We have read day 121. Oh, sorry, yes, 121. I'm going to read day 122 too. Let me take a look at the time. Yes, I can do that. Day 122. Don't share, you are following the rules. So in the second book, what they said was, if the man is asking you, "Are you doing the rules on me?" because it became a worldwide sensation and men started to find out what the rules were. Rules women would say, "Rules? What rules?" And then, even if they said that they read the book, or even if the book was sitting right on the table and the man was pointing at it, oh yeah, I read that a while ago. I don't remember what's in it. Okay, so don't share that you're following the rules. We don't recommend you share that you're doing the rules or that you don't call men or sleep with them right away. Why fill him in on your dating strategy? That's like giving your competitor your marketing campaign. It's none of anyone's business. But if you do, don't worry. He probably won't know what you're talking about. If he does, just say you're reading a lot of self-help books lately and this is just one of them. Or you can feign amnesia or play dumb. What rules? In any case, keep not calling him and being busy. What you do is more important than what you say. Now, being busy and happy is one of the rules. Be busy and happy. We are also a creature unlike any other. Now, that is a creature unlike any other is called a CUAO, creature unlike any other in the universe. We are all each unique. Rules women, we don't compete with each other. We are just the way we are. We are presentable, ready, busy, happy, smiling at the universe, hardly ever getting upset with anything. We don't seem upset about anything ever at all. In the Rules Handbook, we talk about the higher self. The authors say that the higher self is where you don't get upset about things, you stay calm. Okay, so I just wanted to read these books, and in my morsels of a thought, yesterday at the Secret Knock, I wound up with a few very good ideas, and I would like to say to Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider that I have promoted your book to a whole lot of other authors as well, and I collected about 30 books, and I got info, and they are it's funny because the ones that you can tell, the ones that are married, or they are all interested in what you have to say. So there's that. Okay, so I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a Focused Friday. On Wednesdays and Fridays, I do Wisdom Wednesdays and Focused Fridays. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I do the rules. TR Thursday, TR Tuesday, and Saturday series, the Rules Handbook. So we will see you again later. That you can come to my Facebook page to see the schedule for the week. I go 7 days a week. This was Morsels of a Thought number 1175. I've been doing it for 1175 days straight, consecutive days with no skipping any days. Okay, so I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? Old Kinderhook.